yesterday, we called an emergency meeting. And as I said before, I know my team. I trust my team. If there was somebody that made a blunder, if there was somebody that made a mistake, if there was somebody that lost this opportunity, I know them. They would, when I'm at work, if anybody that knows me will tell you, if I'm at work, I'm not a CEO. If I'm at work, I'm not the boss. We are just young men that have been given a mandate to make sure that whatever that we are doing, the next generation would have it better. So we all push it. Anyone that makes a mistake comes out boldly. Oh, I was tired when this person called me, so I just threw the person off or something. Nobody.
No, but Mr. Kantanka, just to interject, you have already gone on social media, you've gone on Twitter indicating that heads will roll. On the back of you having put that out, notwithstanding whatever has been the history of your people being bold and coming out to take ownership for their fault, do you think ordinarily someone would come up this way knowing that there's that threat already out there that heads will roll?
Of course. Listen, that's why I said that even before I put out that thing, the number of calls that were coming on me, or the number of tweets, the number of, our people, we don't ask before we probe, or we don't probe before we start insulting. The youth of today, they just start insulting before they ask questions. So people started bashing me, insulting. I had calls from all over the world. Do you understand? I had calls from all over the world. I have a huge fan base, and I have a huge family in the UK. So people were calling that, we're even expecting you to come to the UK. I have to be in the UK in the next week or the next 2 weeks. And why would I miss an opportunity like this?
So
look, if somebody was on my team, hold on. If somebody was on my team that received a call, I'm not saying that I am my people are saints, but I would have known by now. I would have known.
You mentioned you have to be in the UK yourself, and you wouldn't have missed this opportunity.
Yeah,
would you have been on the trip yourself?
Before I started speaking, if you quite remember, I mentioned that a gentleman said they could not reach us. Probably they did not push enough because my PAs were not contacted. I have about 6 PAs, and not a single one of them was contacted on this issue. Do you understand me? There are a lot of people going out there, oh, I know him, I know that, but somebody's just trying to get face or whatever it is, but not even a single one. If I was contacted, trust me, I would be in one of the vehicles that is driving on the streets of London by now.
So you would have been on the trip yourself?
I'm telling you for a fact.
And you have already mooted the fact that, a number of people, and you make reference to the youth of today not checking or verifying before going ahead to insult. One of those things that have been said, unsavory comments that have come, has to do with the robustness or even the mechanical integrity of some of your vehicles, the reason for which you probably did not pay mind to this. and it's one of those things that we've seen on social media. What do you get to say? What do you have to say about the robustness of your vehicles? And we saw the fleet that made a trip.
Look, all the fleet that made a trip, my car, my Kantanka Automobile pickup can on any day, they can on any day stand any of those vehicles. Do you understand what I'm saying? The chassis of that F-150 Raptor is, if I'll not say the same, it's pretty much the same, or mine is even better than that. Do you understand me? That Raptor, I have a similar Raptor. When you speed it to a certain point, even the overdrive, it has a certain limit. But with our pickups, at that limit where the Raptor is going to end, we have a turbocharger that goes above what the Raptor is going to give you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Because,
the security.
Yeah.
Look, the security, the comfort that you have with a Kantanka Automobile vehicle, I'm not going to, speak down on any vehicle. But look, we've been driving cars, we've owned cars before we got into the game. We did a whole, awareness of this vehicle thing. We did a whole research into it. So we came onto the market with something. Look, as I was saying, on the 26th of March, we all know how police, they use their cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would I put myself or my brand out there by gifting or donating a free pickup to the Ghana police on the March 26th, 2015? 2015, I gave a free pickup to them, and that pickup was used for, or I think it's still used for how many years now? The only thing they kept on doing on that pickup was changing oil and brake pads. That is all. There was nothing. There was no major. You can ask the police administration or police PR if what I'm saying, and if there's any element of truth in what I'm saying. But look, the Ghana military as well was given a pickup in 2020, 27th December. I did these things just to make sure that I'm putting my brand out there. I am confident of my brand. I want consumers, I want people, I want buyers to know that this is a brand that I am so confident about. That is why I'm putting out there. It has my name on it, my family name. So I'm not gonna do something to tarnish that hard name my father has been fighting for the past 60 years. Do you understand? No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
So clearly, your brand is one that you have a lot of trust in. Still back to the conversation, and on the official Twitter handle of Wanderlust Ghana, they tweeted 11 hours ago saying that the CEO of Kantanka, Kojosafo, has spoken to Wanderlust Ghana and explained why he was not available to meet with us when we requested for audience. Kindly disregard any effusions from anyone on social media purporting to be speaking for the company. And so
exactly
here what they are saying is you were unavailable at the time they requested to meet you, which is indicative of the fact that there was someone who was reached out to, and the person, if not you, indicated your unavailability. How do we reconcile these two?
So let me just go a bit funny about. Not funny, but it's a PR bro. Look, as I said before, I was contacted yesterday by one gentleman called Kojo Akoto. Very nice gentleman, speaks very, very well.
Yeah.
And that was when he told me that they tried contacting somebody, and that somebody is not part of my team. Not at all. At all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look, ask around. Anyone that knows me, I was able to sell a Kantanka, 2 Kantanka Mensa to the richest man in Norway for the vehicle to be shipped from Ghana all the way to Norway. Come on. I must have some good things going on in that vehicle to put so much trust in it. Do you understand?
Yes.
The former president of Liberia came to Ghana, bought a Kantanka Mensa from Kantanka. We shipped the car all the way to Liberia. As we speak now, Ellen Johnson is still, Her Excellency Ellen Johnson is still using the vehicle. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Santini has been using our pickups for his farms, and even has a car that he even normally sends his kids to school. Aside that, when you look at even our the Forestry Commission, they have quite a number of my vehicles. Look at Forestry Commission. They drive on off-road and all that. So if my cars are not that durable, do you think they can make, or they can stand the test of time with what these people put the cars through? NIA also uses quite a number of my vehicles. So trust me, look, I stand by the brand.
The finance minister himself drives one.
He drives like one. Not only him, I think is it Deputy Speaker of Parliament? Joe Wise. Joe Osei-Wusu.
Yes.
Also drives one of my Kantanka K71s. The office of the president has quite a number. I mean, I can keep on going on and on.
I think, I mean, and of course, my team will contact you. I think we should probably do maybe a road show. I mean, with you and with your vehicles, and we can tell the great stories that you have.
We need to. Do you know the gentleman that drove from France to Ghana some time ago? Is it something Odonko? Did you hear that story?
No, I
didn't. That a gentleman drove from France to Ghana.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Oh, there was a gentleman that drove from France all the way to Ghana. I think 3 years ago or so.
Was it Kantanka?
We were even planning. No. He drove in a BMW to Ghana.
Okay.
He was the first person that I heard that had done this. And you know the funny thing, this Accra to London trip only got into my ears, or I only heard about it on Saturday. And I was amazed. I was like, wow. I would love to do this. And my people know me. They know how crazy I can be at times.
So clearly, I mean, this is something that we will take it up, and my team will talk to you. We'll see how we'll take this up. But in terms of, I mean, capacity, factory capacity for your production, what is your current capacity? What's your turnaround time for a vehicle? Are you making vehicles where people can just enter the showrooms and pick, or based on orders, then they can be acquired?
I mean, the company is still a growing company. We are steadily growing, but the plant itself, as in Kantanka Automobile plant itself, has the capacity to produce anything from 100 and above. Production or making of vehicles or assembling vehicles all depends on money. You understand? Or on finances. So once we have, I mean, we're still speaking to a few banks that we know that these banks can at least be a backbone for Kantanka Automobile. I mean, we're still doing it, but I mean, as I said, we've been producing cars day in, day out. We have cars in the showroom that you can walk in and pick it up. Aside that, if you have a vehicle, or if you want a vehicle, and we feel that maybe the ones there are, let's say we have quite a few units there, and they are for someone, or they are for some kind of government agency or something, we'll tell you, okay, listen, we would have to fix yours for you. Give us about a month, 2 months. I mean, we'll have, it would be between the us, the manufacturers, and the customer.
So for the 100 cars, what's the duration we're looking at? Are you talking about like a year or?
No. I'm saying the plant has the capacity to produce 100 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even more. Look, we have a very huge plant. Okay, we have a very huge plant. I mean, all these new companies, car companies that are in Ghana, I don't think their plant is, no. I mean, mine is way bigger than them, because I'm the only person in Ghana that has a welding, a welding plant. I mean, most of them have general assembly plant. And between the two is, the general assembly plant is where you do most of the assembling, putting everything together, all the parts, the tires, putting the body onto the chassis and all that. But I'm the only person that has a welding line where we weld the cars from zero to what you see it being driven.
And you know, Mr. Kantanka, I mean, this is a conversation, as I did indicate, my team will contact you, so we can take this up further. But I mean, clearly there are some lessons drawn from this expedition that unfortunately you missed out on. I mean, having spoken to your team, and you mentioned yesterday you had an emergency meeting, what are some of the key learnings that you are picking from this opportunity that unfortunately you missed out on?
I mean, we one of the things that we underlined yesterday is just to make sure that we just have to put a few things out there and make sure that there are right contacts, because the company has a website, the company has social media handles, the company has an official email that is out there. So if you want to contact us and you use all the formal channels, we are going to reply you. Do you understand? So these are some of the things that we spoke about, all these communication barriers and all that.
All right. And we want to thank you very much for making time to talk to us this morning.
Thank you too. Thank you
Kwadwo
too.
Safo Kantanka, and Kwadwo Safo Kantanka is the Chief Executive Officer of Kantanka Automobiles Company Limited, and they came up for mention because this trip was one